It's morphing time! Hello guys, I'm HonestR and welcome to another episode of Cinema Talk, where this week I saw the new Power Ranger movie. Yes! Oh my god, I love this movie. I don't care what anyone else say. I hope they make a sequel. I'm looking forward already to it. Let's talk about this movie. So, the story, it's great. It's absolutely great. Now, is it for everyone? No, it's not for everyone. If you expect this movie to be like the old Power Rangers movie, then then you're not going to like it. Because in this movie, it is a good movie, but unfortunately there is not much action involved. This movie is over 2 hours long, and only a quarter, maybe less than a quarter, there's actual Power Rangers in it. The rest of the movie is just it's character building. I love character building. Well, I loved every moment of it. I didn't get bored anyway, when are the Power Rangers coming on screen? No, absolutely not. So, the story is great. You know, in the beginning you see where the Power Rangers originated from, and then later in the movie you see how all the friends they meet. And at first it bumped me that I thought about, why aren't these already friends, or why aren't they doing any martial art or like in the original? But then later I liked it how they did it. You know, they meet on accident or by fate, if you want to call it, and then in the movie explains how they become a team. So they cannot just morph into Power Rangers. They first have to trust each other, build a relationship with each other, trust each other. And when that happens, they can finally transform into Power Rangers. And how they do that, I thought was worked out very well. Like I said, there's not much action, but the action that there is it good? The Power Rangers itself, the ninja fighting, not so much. But the Zords, I fucking love the Zords. I think they did a great job. All of the Zords, they looked very, very great, very good. You know, you can tell they are CGI, but not in an annoying way. The only thing I didn't like was actually the Megazord. They just don't look like how they come together in the original series. You know, in the original series you see them come together and how they transform in this Megazord, and here you don't see that at all. It just poof, there it is, the Megazord. And the enemy, the main enemy is Rita Repulsa and Goldar, of course, if you've seen the trailers. And Goldar, it's not a great enemy. He doesn't look right at all. I didn't like him. Rita, no, I definitely did not like Rita. I did not buy her as an actress. Everything that's come out of her mouth was and I just didn't like her. Also, she has no real character background. That's kind of annoying. Even Zordon has more character background than her. And her motive is absolutely why? No, actually she does have a motive, but even no, I didn't buy her as a villain. I just thought she was an annoying, gold-loving villain. No, I didn't like her at all. What about the main characters, of course, the Power Rangers? I like them all. I definitely like Billy. Now, how they cast Billy, I'm pretty sure he has autism in this movie, or a form of autism. That was, and then may think, that's not going to be great. Someone with autism. How can they be great? Well, it was pretty awesome. He was like very, very over the top positive about, yeah, I'm a Power Ranger, and he loved every minute of it. He was actually the only character who was positive like 99% of this movie. Well, all the other Power Rangers, they have this dark mystery history, which was kind of the weaker points, I thought. I mean, like Kimberly, she has like a dark history, but once you get to know that, it's like, and the same applies for Zack. It's like, okay, yeah. Trini was also, yeah, okay, so what? Get over it. And the only real dark history was Jason, and how you handle that, it was, yeah, it was like, yeah, not that great. But overall, when they work as a team, you know, how they get to trust each other, I think that worked very well. Now, what about Alpha and Zordon? Now, I don't really hate it, but Alpha 5's design is not really great, but I love his character. Obviously, in this movie, he is the funny one, the comedic, how do you call it? The comedic relief. But he can also kick ass. He trains the Power Rangers, and he can kick some ass. And he was really funny, and yeah, I really like this new Alpha 5. The design, well, maybe I have to get used to it more, but it was not that bad, but it wasn't great either. Zordon, he has a great character background. He's got some motivation of why he wants to train these new Power Rangers. What I thought worked very well. I actually liked the design. I liked the 80s tingle-thingies. I don't know how that toy is called. But I actually liked I liked him. I liked how he was designed. But the main problem is, I think, is the action for most people. Even for me, although I did say I really liked the character development, this movie was really about how to trust each other, how to build a team, how they become the Power Rangers. And I'm sure in the next movie they'll throw action right at the beginning of the movie, and we'll see much more Power Rangers. In this movie it was much more character building, so that's why it kind of lacked the action. One thing they really did need to improve is more of the ninja stuff. Like that was kind of terrible. That was like 1 or 2 minutes, and you didn't really see that much before they focused more on the Zords. So the actual ninja kicking and whoa, there was not much of it. And the villain needs to be much better. I didn't really like the Rita character. She has like one great scene, and it is the scene what you seen in the trailer when she hangs over the bed of one of the Power Rangers. That scene is pretty awesome, I thought. But further than that, her character is just whiny, bitchy. I didn't believe one single word out of her mouth. So get a better villain. So if for the next villain, if they get Zordon, is it Zordon or Lord Zed? Please cast a good Zed, please. And I think that was about it. I give this movie 7 out of 10. Like it's a good movie. It's not a great movie. It's not a terrible movie like some reviews might say. I was a big fan of the original series. I didn't expect a 1-to-1 copy of it. I went in like a little low expectation, and it really surprised me. The movie is over 2 hours long, and it was over before I even knew it. So I had much fun. The movie's great, character building's great, the action lags, but that's understandable. I didn't really mind. There are great funny moments in this movie too, so I laughed a couple of times. So in that department it was okay too. I give it a 7. I like to know what you think of this movie, So please leave the comments below. Subscribe to me if you want to see more of Cinema Talk or any other of my material. Go see this movie if you're a Power Ranger fan. If you're a Power Ranger fan, then you absolutely need to see this movie. Even if you're not a Power Ranger fan, then this is a good movie to begin. And I hope they will make a sequel. I hope this movie makes enough money to make a sequel, so we can get to see the White or Green Ranger. So yeah, that was the Cinema Talk of this time. Leave the comments below to tell me what you thought of the movie. Subscribe to me. And I wish you a great day, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.